Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. Where we last left off was we basically went and did some side activity. I got distracted by the two veterans of the war at the outside of the hospital. One of the guy who didn't want to enter the hospital, and the other guy is just looking out for his friend, technically, or his lover, I guess I would say. But yeah, yesterday yesterday, yes, in terms of the recording, I took a whole day, and now we're in a new day, and so we're recording at a different day, the following day, of course. And last episode, we found out that the two veterans, were in love with each other, so we just knew about the relationship. Kind of interesting take, still questioning about how it fits into the whole thing. I think it's just a reveal just to make something of a relationship of the two characters, I guess, to give them excuses to why they're very close to each other and everything, which is whatever it is. It's what those characters are written to be. Yeah, and then now we're now approaching the doctor that asked about the pharmacy thing. We found out that one of the drugs in the chemical in the drug is kind of a bad thing, so we're going to be talking to him about it here. Yeah, we're
in a
evening,
different spot. Dr. Strickland. And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
We were at a different spot. I spawned in a different place, so I just had to make my way down to this guy here.
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I'm sure it was not your fault, Dr. Reed.
My fault? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just... I heard it was you who brought the murderer inside our walls. But you couldn't know, could you?
Why the hell does everyone make it seem like I brought in like an actual person who's just out to kill people? I mean, it's just a vampire illness thing, so I guess people can't really know the truth, really.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
Oh.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
A part of me feels like I understand him, like Strickland, a little bit, because Strickland wants that same similar, like, name on the walls kind of thing in association to a successful science thing. So it makes sense that he would just say that he would rather not have him get the glory, while he himself should be the one who is responsible for doing the necessary research, while the other guy just claims the name of being the one who researched it, which he didn't.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Alright, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, we got nothing more on that, so let's get this investigation going.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage?
True.
Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Okay, I guess. Secret test runs.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Uh-huh. Why not take a break? I'm so confused on what I'm supposed to say here, because it's like... The idea is that he said that he's just following my experiment, but I'm just like, why does it really matter what I say about that? Like, do I agree with it or disagree? This is like a hard disagree. This is more like a neutral stance almost, and this is more of an agreement. I don't know. None of this sounds like anything interesting, I guess. Like, none of that fits what I feel is necessarily a good choice to make, I guess. I'll just take my support with it.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
I don't know. Honestly, a lot of those choices
Goodbye,
I'm seeing
Dr. Strickland.
in this game has been pretty... Oh, jeez, what was that?
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Alright, so I now got 1840 XP, which is good. We're getting closer to 2k, at least, to be able to upgrade with. But first, we need to gather ingredients, which... I'm kind of confused by how we're going to gather some of these these sort of, like, stuff in general. Do I just need to go into my, my hideout, I guess? Let's see. I think we need to just craft up the medicine for him, I guess, is what we're supposed to do. For some reason, I'm lost. Okay, there we go. And for some reason, I was just figuring out where I was going. Yeah, I just started thinking about this a little bit more. It might be very weirdly far away from this particular episode, and that was the thought about, or the thought behind the sequence of when we met with Nurse Dorothy Crane, the nurse that became a vampire now. I'm remembering back to that sequence where we were doing the operation and we had to choose the choices. It's gonna probably be my constant criticism throughout this game, and that is, I don't know how I don't know how to really determine a good picking point about what choice is right and what's just wrong, and I'm very frustrated by that, by the fact that they're assuming that the average player knows a lot about science, knows a lot about, like, modern, not modern, but, like, old medicine-y kind of thing. And it's like, I'm playing this blindly, and it's like, I have no clue about medicine, I have no clue about, like... Well, I mean, the basic things of medicine is all branded names, like Pepto-Bismol, or... Not sponsored by these things, but Pepto-Bismol, Tylenol, whatever medicine we see in, like, stores is what we'll remember by brand name versus the chemical name, which is sometimes exuberantly large in name. But I'm like, how are you making people really think about these things when sodium hydrochloride is not something I would really say ever to know if it's poisonous or not? I know opium for sure, it's like an addicting drug. I think from histories told, like from historical like tellings, it's a very highly addicting drug that people use to kind of get off of in the past, and still is today kind of being used, I think, for this kind of things. And it's kind of like a anesthesia almost in a way. Like it's I think that's what opium is. But even then, like me questioning like it might be this means that I barely know much about the sciences of that. So an average player who plays a game like this, I think it's appreciative to put in real terms, but it's worse to not explain it, not to give enough real world like stuff in the game itself to help explain it, instead of forcing us, the players, to Google the term, Google the way that, you know, to cure somebody from having headaches, fatigue, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. So I'm very extremely frustrated with some of those choices of like seeing that in this game and not being able to 100% understand what's going on with that sort of thing. Actually, I do need to get this, actually. But I have a lot of sodium hypochlorite solution already, so... Alright, what am I making, though? Wait, what am I supposed to get, and what am I supposed to make? Maybe I'm not supposed to be in here yet. Can I zoom in any further? E. Okay, so I'm not... What am I looking at? Gather the materials and formulate medicine. I feel like I already have a lot of sodium hypochlorite in my inventory. So it's something about to do with the... Oh man, I don't like the controls of pressing E and Q as like a zoom out, zoom in. It just makes no sense to me a little bit. And I don't know why there's always a custom marker out of nowhere that's just there. Alright. So we need to go to a medical desk somewhere. Oh, it's up there. Why is it up there? I'm so confused. Medical desk. Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
Alright. I didn't realize that was, that it's not in the table. I wish it was in the table with all the crafting stuff. It would have been nice, but I think they didn't really know how to implement a UI that fits accordingly to their quest thing, so it just had to be like off the table. Report Thoreau to Dr. Ackroyd. Bring the medicine to Thoreau. Okay, so I got a choice between confronting it and getting rid of Thoreau into this place, or supporting him in his endeavor to try to cure people of this medicine. And I think I will support Thoreau because I think it's worth the risk. I don't think it really matters as much of what's going on in my head.
Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Alright, here we go. Here's your medicine, you big dummy.
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Yes.
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Why do I have a key to his office stuff? Okay, I guess.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Alright, I guess. So we need to go put the medicine in the office? The doctor's office? Whose key is this? What key is it to, though? That's a very specifically vague statement, I guess. Well, that's interesting. They have another office here for the other doctors. Alright. I'm not sure if it's like in... Is it in here? This little box that I remember seeing?
It's
No?
locked.
It might be in this room here, because they did say this is the doctor to... Yeah, the room to everybody, to all the doctors that offices are here.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
What is this? Pause and read, of course. Goswick's medical file. Interesting. This guy has like a mucus problem in his throat. Oh, the kid is like, he has mucus problems in his throat. Letter to Dr. Swansea from Ackroyd. Ackroyd to Swansea. Pause and read, of course. I didn't realize my cursor was hovering over a text. Nurse. Interesting. So Ackroyd is saying something about Gwyneth, which is kind of like mouthing bad things about her, I guess, in a way, to say, hey, she's trouble. Alright, let's see what's here. Is this the box we're looking for?
It's locked, all right.
What am I looking for, though? Here?
At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
I guess but that doesn't really help much. Is that it? Is that all the quest has to do for me? I guess. Yeah. Honestly, I wish the term wasn't succeeded. It should have said completed, because completed sounds more appropriate, because you don't... if you say succeed, it means you did something good. The term makes you think it's something good. Instead, you should say completed, I guess. Because succeeded sounds like you're doing something positive, when most of the choices you make are, like, ambiguous. Like, you just really don't know if it's a good choice or a bad choice, in my opinion, but, sorry, I'm starting to become nitpicky today, because I just felt like there's some things I'm just starting to get into that I'm just like, could be better kind of situation, but it's not. Alright, we completed that investigation. Now we got 2010 XP, so we should try and power up our character now, because I think we have a lot done with that, so might as well. Alright, so we need to upgrade our character up to a point where we're strong enough to handle this. I need to do this because... okay, so it would cost less, so that's good. Yeah, I needed to get the claw up because I've been annoyed, but... reset it. Yeah, let me reset the... wait, no. Spend 0 XP to reset skills. Oh, I see. It's just... okay. Oh, that's terrible UI, though. Let me go... lose all your modifications. I guess it's worth the risk, but I'm not strong enough, unfortunately. Yeah, because powering up the claws does not seem to really give me a benefit for anything besides, like, making me closer to this, but I'm not getting enough XP, which is also disappointing. Like, I want to, like, have enough room for this to power up my health and all that jazz, but no, it's just like, no, they're not giving me any more than that. It's just, okay, I'll live with it. But I don't like the fact that the abilities take that much XP when I'm not given that much XP to begin with. Okay, that guy continues to be sick. That is to be expected. What was it called? Thatcher's continues to be sick. I have no medicine knowledge on how to deal with the brain stuff, so we'll have to wait and see about that. I have a bad... I'm pretty disappointed with Whitechapel, because it's going to probably end up being bad, but we'll see. Okay, so more people are sick. Okay, who is this again? Oh yeah, I don't have any medicine for migraines. That's absolutely trash right now. Fatigue, I can deal with that. Fatigue, I can deal with that. Fatigue, I can deal with that. So we can probably help those three with whatever medicine illness. I, again, don't have any medicine for these things, which is absolutely ridiculous. I can't find Darius, though. Darius disappeared somewhere, which I have no clue about. But thankfully, he doesn't get any worse than whatever he is. And yeah, nothing changes here for sure, because I have not met or talked with these people since the first time we ventured to this city. Okay. And we know nothing. We have anything about this place yet. We don't even know what the district's called either. I bet this is like the last district, the last area for this district, I bet. Because it makes sense that it would end in that district. Alright. Decent problems, not too much problems. Though not very high level ups, unfortunately. Investigation succeeded. Updated. Didn't know why they didn't show up there earlier, I guess, somehow. It feels like I did get some upgrades with, like, some other stuff. Oops. It looks like I had some updates to my health and endurance after leveling up, but it's, like, not entirely sure. Yeah, it's a 730. I don't know what was the last number, what the previous number was. And then 145 for stamina. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out as we go, I guess. I mean, I'm happy that Claw is now stronger, but just... I'm not so sure still. I'm just, like, a little disappointed with myself. Alright. I need to craft up 3 fatigue medicines for these 3. And bronchitis. I do have medicine studies for bronchitis. Yeah, I got the 1 bronchitis. I think I was trying to find him. Yeah, because I was trying to find Darius, but he just hadn't showed up yet. So we need to craft up 3 more of these. Thankfully, we have a lot of them, so we're fine for now. We can craft up to, like, about 50 of these guys. Or 37, because we have only 37 class files, but it's not as bad, I would say. Might as well just dismantle one of them, at least. Alright. Let's continue with the story, I guess. Let's continue with progress. Yeah, because I did say that I was going to continue the story after that. After the whole thing. Let me see if my eyes are red. Yeah, my eyes are still weirdly red. I don't get it still. I don't really understand, I don't truly understand how that works even still. Alright. So we only got 10 XP now, unfortunately. Wait, we had information for her now, so...
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, Nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
You are mistaken, this is not the place. I actually do realize there's not a lot of female doctors in Pembroke, so I do have her support.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I guess. I mean, your complaint just kind of goes into the wind. Not because I don't agree.
Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Not because I don't agree with her, like, not, you know, being accepted as, like, as a person who wants to be, like, in the medical field as a doctor, but the fact that, like, she's just plainly thinking about it out loud without saying... I don't know, like, I really don't know, actually. It's hard. I mean, I'm thankful today that ladies could be doctors now.
A year. You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Strickland. I think he's applying the thing to them now. Alright, let's talk to this guy. We now figured out that he has a mucus problem.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
He has a mucus problem in his throat.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I had shouting coming from the first floor. I was asleep when it started.
Okay. That's fair.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
That is totally fair. Yeah.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, it seems like it's normal, I guess.
Good evening, Doc.
Do we have anything?
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a disgrace. How on earth can patients be attacked in their own rooms?
I mean, that's... You're asking the same question as everyone.
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here.
Huh?
I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Interesting. She wants us to look into it versus the other doctors.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I do wonder who she's associated with outside of this hospital. Because there seems to be another branch of personal life choices we haven't really found about her yet. So I'm assuming there's somebody outside that's further away from here that might be able to tell me about the story behind who she is as a character, I guess. And how she has that much money and everything. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go main story, follow up, because I've been holding back this particular part. Alright, let's see the map. So, last time we went through to we tried to go to the other side, but there was a enemy over there, so we have to be very careful, if I recall. Is it right here? Let me double check. Yeah, because when we walked straight through, there was an enemy that was like way high level. Let's see if he's still there. He is definitely still there. 16. There's a blood trail around though. 17. Okay, 17 seems decent. Can I go this way at least? I want to try to check some other spots here. Oh wow, okay. Oh jeez, not me, please, not me. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I'm trying to like not get hit by these vampires that are coming after me, if there is any still. Alright. I have no clue what's going on no more. Got him. Got the other guy instead. Oh. Okay, there we go. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just doing whatever. Oh, jeez. Alright, there we go. I'll take his blood. All of it. Give me all the blood. Give me the blood. There we go. Woo! I mean, I was just simply, what, like, walking around, and, like, there's just suddenly giving me, like, problems I don't really understand. It's like, bro, come on. Not only that, I looked at the encounter so far, and, like, looked at the XP they gave me. They only gave me freaking 20 XP. What the hell? Why are these fights giving me so little experience points? Why are they allocating so little out of it, though? I'm gonna grab this.
I have this thirst for blood.
Yeah, I need to look for the dead bodies that have dropped some stuff, I guess. What is that? Oh, it's quarantine stuff. I don't really care as much. I killed a... There we go. An enemy over here. Okay, cool. Is that another set of people, I guess? I'm surprised there's a guy standing right there while he was watching me fight his men or his allies. It's just like, why are you ignoring your friends here? Okay, so the fight's a little bit decently easier. A little bit. I think Claw was a good choice to upgrade for the time being. But of course it's not forever, obviously. It's not a forever thing that can help me with dealing with enemies, I guess, faster enough. Are you okay, buddy?
Over there!
Oh, okay.
Get rid of this!
Oh. Oh wow, okay, got him in one. There we go, there's another guy. Alright. Yeah, it is interesting though too at the same time, because they end up getting more endurance after the first hit. Like once they're down for the first time via stun. It seems like they would become a lot harder to stun in like they get more endurance somehow, which is kind of a weird system to see in this capacity, I guess. Alright, let me grab all these things here. I'm just looting away as I go. Nothing over there. Where am I in the map? Yeah, we're approaching the docks, it seems like. So we're doing okay, I guess. Oh, there's a hideout up here. Is it locked?
It's locked.
Great. Not entirely sure what kind of hideout that one's coming from, but hopefully we'll find it. But yeah, otherwise I think that this constant fighting is just not giving me as much as I needed. Yeah, now I only got 45 XP. Hi, buddy.
See them fancy clothes? This one's
Alright. Oh, wow. He has less health, which is good, I guess.
He's dead.
Alright, let me back it up and let him swing around for some reason. Get me your blood. Alright, there we go. Sheesh. Alright. Another 10 XP right there. Yeah, I'm just looking at the XP and how much they're giving me, and it's just not great. But it's what it is, I guess, for whatever it is. Actually, there is a thing up there, so let's see if we can fast travel, or not fast travel, teleport up there. It's still locked. Damn it. I wonder who holds the keys to some of these things, really. Alright, there's nothing over here. Okay, let's keep moving. Yeah, it's like, I'm wondering who holds the keys to that particular building side, but it's whatever, I guess. Another enemy? How many more? I literally walked through here, didn't I? I got it, I got it. I thought I walked through that area. I came in from this particular spot. How the hell did they just spawn up more enemies? I'm heading away, I'm heading away. Alright, let's go this way, I guess. Yeah, we were here. Yeah, this is from the backside, I remember. Alright, we're still needing to make it to the docks, but maybe we can just fight these guys and try to get some XP off of it, I guess. Here we go. Oh. Ah. Oh, there we go. Oh, jeez. Got him. I just like how I damaged him enough to get him to, like... Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. We gotta get this blood. Okay, okay. Gotta back it up a little bit. Give myself some room. Yeah, I need to establish some room, at least. I need to establish some room sometimes to give myself distance. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me just heal up, I guess, in the meantime. Oh, I love how it's just like... Oh, there we go. Give me your blood. And gone. Oh, that was a really slightly tough fight. Not too much of a tough fight, which is nice. Alright, cool. Got some small things off of it. 70 XP now. Jeez. I'm not liking the fact that there's so little XP dropped from these enemies. It makes me more inclined to just do less encounters, really, but it's whatever. Though I think the combat in this game is a little bit rough, nonetheless, because there is a variety, obviously, of like how you can build your character to be strong, but then there's this like less resources coming in, like low amounts of XP, that really kind of makes it even harder to make any proper choices to really fit the sort of like combat build you want to build, I guess. Okay, now we're in the docks. Okay. Let's check out the docks, I guess, as we go. I'm not sure what enemies / vampires we'll be facing out here, but We're here already, so fun and ash. Random set designs as always. One of the biggest disappointments as well for me is the levels a little bit. I'm saying disappointments as in like something I'm wishing that they had less of.
Yourselves. There's one of them. What's the lead?
Oh, there we go. He's down. Oh jeez, what is that he just dropped? Oh wait, why did I do that though? Alright, there we go. That guy literally did that. Alright. This guy looks different than the rest. Like, he's dressed up a little differently compared to the other people, but I might be wrong. Grab that, whatever that's in there. Grab whatever that is in there. Cool. Sweet. Let's see what's up here. Grab whatever we can here. I have no clue what's over here anyways, besides, like, these kind of things where it's just materials, I bet. Yeah, one of the things I wanted to say was, yeah, my disappointment with the fact that there's so many doors. Oh, hey, cool. Yeah, there's just so many doors that I'm just like, I want to go in. Because it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, the city is filled with homes and buildings and such. But, like, with so many, like, doors, it's just... And then having some doors be accessible. Like, you can grab some of these doors and open them and everything. And enter them, whatever. Like, having so many of that just makes me wonder, like, why build so much places with doors when you can, like, avoid having to put so much doors to make it difficult for people to, like, not get distracted by another door. That could be harder to deal with. Hello. Ow. There we go. The stun is actually very useful in this case, I guess. Okay. Oh. There we go. There's a lot of them in here for some reason. Or a good chunk of them, rather. Oh. I didn't realize he was parrying a little bit there. Alright, give me your blood. Alright, oh jeez. Oh, come on, really? I'm glad I literally walked away from that as I saw his character, like, coming after me. Oh, he's dead already. Okay, okay. Got him right as he was about to teleport, which is fantastic. Sweet. Alright, cool. New investigation. We got a lot of investigations, I guess, here. I'm assuming, for some reason. I'm guessing it's because there's some enemies down here. Save the old man by defeating the Scowls. Where's the old man? I don't see the old man that they're saying that I need to save.
This is Braille.
Oh.
I need someone who can read this.
Cure for blindness. Why cure for blindness? I don't think it was an information that was easily accessible, I guess, for that. Whatever. More scowls? Oh, there it is. I guess I'll leave this for the next episode, I guess. Maybe? Yeah, I wanna leave it for the next episode for sure. Alright. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll leave that for the next episode. I'm already overdoing the episode this time around, but that's what it is, I guess. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Never Do Mine. So hope you guys have a great, amazing day, weekend, night, or whenever watching this. So far, these encounters are just so many in, like, volumes of them, but then they're just, like, not rewarding enough for me, besides materials, I guess. I'm wondering if there is a way to get more XP faster besides just having to do quests, because these encounters feel like there's so many of them, but yet they aren't like meaningfully rewarded in a way. Like, I think a body per encounter just doesn't feel right. Like 5 XP per body to kill, per person to kill in the encounter is what it looks like it's the amount they give you for that. Like, so if you fight 2 people in one encounter, you get 10 XP or something like that. I don't know. It's just kind of... I wish there was a better way of doing it or something, or more choices like that. Maybe like 10 XP would have been more nicer. Like, as you get to higher level, you need to get better and stronger, I guess. I don't know. I think that I like my games where I just get like stronger, and then it elevates my character more as like the more tougher vampire around the streets kind of thing. Obviously, the choices of what you do could remain tough, but excusing a tough combat is not really going to make it interesting, I feel like. So it's just annoying that everything gets scaled up to just make it tough, which isn't fun at all. Especially when you're doing a lot more choices for like the story stuff and stuff. I mean, this episode so far has been a lot of nitpicking, but it's just that this is my sort of like current state of thinking with this game so far. It's just like it's a lot of negatives, but there are some cool, interesting positives that they're trying to risk for. Like, they try to do some more choices are affecting the world in a sense. Illnesses affect the city's like status and stuff. That's really interesting, but sometimes it's just like a mix of a lot of these weird ideas that don't gel well together, or wasn't formally gelled together before. It's just making this game a really tough experience overall for me personally, but I'll stick with it, kind of finish it as much as I can. I don't think I'm close to finishing this game. I think we're like maybe 1/4 of the way through, maybe, because of how many side stuff there was and how much things I'm looking for. Like, I'm looking for like random things, honestly, and just like trying to go through as much as I can. But I'm getting uber distracted by a few things here and there, so this is what it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, or in a video months. Roz out.